From the heart of Hollywood, where dreams are woven into reality, the lights brighten and the music swells for the opening of the Newlyweds game. This is the stage where love is tested with laughter and where four happy couples have gathered to share their stories of early domestic bliss. Today, the studio feels alive with the energy of these pairs. Our first couple, Juliana and Dale McCants, walked down the aisle just 2 months ago, still basking in the glow of their very recent vows. Joining them are Kathy and Brian Cortez, who said their I do 6 months ago. Then we have Amy and Tyler Burke, a pair that made it official 12 months ago. Finally, we welcome Connie and Donald Noble, who exchanged their vows 14 months ago. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for, the star of the Newlywed Game himself, Bobby Eubanks, steps into the spotlight. "Thank you," he exclaims to the cheering audience, as he looks at the four delightful couples lined up and ready for the challenge. "Are you ready to play the game?" he asks with a charismatic smile. He turns to the ladies and asks for a small favor, inviting them to step off to the soundproof room. As the women depart, Bobby turns his attention to the gentlemen for round 1, where each correct prediction will earn them 5 points. "Listen closely, fellas," Bobby says, playfully catching Donald looking toward the departing wives. "I am going to ask you to answer these questions by predicting exactly how your wife will answer when she returns. If her answer matches yours, you get 5 points. The couple with the most points at the end of the show wins that wonderful second honeymoon." With the ladies gone, the first 5-point question is revealed. "Gentlemen," Bobby begins, "thinking back to the very last time you and your wife had electrifying sex, what electrical appliance will she say you acted most like? Did you act like a blow dryer, a power saw, an iron, or a can opener?" He turns to Donald first. "Donald, you are a romantic guy. Was it a blow dryer, a power saw, an iron, or a can opener?" Donald seems to contemplate this seriously while the audience chuckles. "Just keep plugging away," Bobby jokes, noting the electrifying nature of the question. Brian is next. "I would have to say it is the blow dryer," Brian answers confidently. "You act like a blow dryer," Bobby repeats. "Oh yeah," Brian confirms, "it was hot." Dale agrees with the appliance choice, saying he would also go with the blow dryer. Tyler, however, takes a different path. "I would have to say saw," he declares. "You acted like a power saw," Bobby says, surprised. Tyler explains it is because of a weird sound he makes, though Bobby quickly moves on, advising him not to demonstrate that sound without his wife present. The next question brings a bit more danger to the stage. "Gentlemen," Bobby asks, "would your wife say that her head is too large for her body or her body is too large for her head?" Brian laughs and admits it is a dangerous question before answering that she would say her body is too large for her head. Dale and Tyler both offer the same answer, predicting their wives would say their bodies are too large for their heads. Donald concludes the round by stating firmly that her body is definitely too large for her head. Bobby then introduces a tempting element to the game. He shows the men a beautiful cream pie. "Gentlemen, if I were to offer your wife $50 in cash to put this cream pie in your face on national television, do you think she would go for it or would she politely decline?" Dale believes without a doubt that his wife would humiliate him for $50. Tyler goes even further, suggesting she might do it for free. Donald, the optimist, insists his wife would definitely decline because she would not want to make a fool out of him. Brian, disagreeing, says his wife would toss that pie in a heartbeat. After a short break, the wives return to the stage to see how well their husbands predicted their thoughts. Bobby welcomes them back and prepares to award 5 points for every match. He addresses Amy first, asking about that last electrifying moment. Did Tyler act like a can opener, a blow dryer, a power saw, or an iron? Amy chooses the iron, laughing that while it sounds flat, it was actually very hot. Bobby reveals that Tyler predicted a power saw because of the noise he makes. Amy is skeptical, noting she has never heard such a thing. Juliana is asked next. She chooses the blow dryer, which perfectly matches Dale's prediction. Kathy, claiming things are always electrifying, chooses the power saw. However, Brian had predicted a blow dryer because it was hot and blowing. Finally, Connie is asked. She chooses the blow dryer because, as she jokes, their blow dryer at home goes out a lot. Bobby laughs, suggesting she might need to fix that appliance. When he reveals that Donald predicted a power saw, the match is missed. The game moves to the question about body proportions. Juliana says her body is too large for her head, matching Dale for a point. Kathy also says her body is too large for her head, matching Brian. Connie, however, says her head is too large for her body. When Bobby reveals Donald's answer was that her body was definitely too large, Connie is playfully shocked. Amy provides another match, saying her body is too large for her head. Then comes the pie challenge. Bobby offers each lady $50 to put a cream pie in her husband's face. Amy does not hesitate, smashing the pie into Tyler's face to earn $50. Juliana follows suit, much to Dale's dismay, though he correctly predicted she would. Kathy also takes the pleasure of humiliating Brian for the cash. Connie, however, remains the only one to decline, choosing her husband's dignity over the $50. Donald is relieved, even if he did not get the points. As the show enters the next phase, the husbands go backstage to clean up while the ladies prepare for 10-point questions. Bobby asks where on his body the husband would say the wife is hoping he will fill in a little bit. Juliana and Amy both say the chest. Connie says the stomach or waistline because she wants to fatten Donald up. Kathy says his head, specifically wishing for his hair to grow back. The next question involves a hypothetical scenario. If the husband decided he was gay tomorrow, which of his buddies would be responsible? Amy names a friend named Kaiser. Connie names Greg. Kathy chooses Gary. Juliana chooses Michael, noting they are very close friends who share a lot of hugs. The bonus question is worth 25 points. Bobby asks about the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Since no one makes it exactly equal, would the husband prefer more peanut butter or more jelly? Connie says more jelly. Kathy, Juliana, and Amy all choose more peanut butter. The husbands return, now clean and ready to answer. When asked where they need to fill in, Brian guesses his chest, but Kathy wanted more hair. Donald guesses his chest, but Connie wanted him to gain weight at the waist. Tyler guesses his hair, but Amy wanted a bigger chest. Dale also guesses his brain, but Juliana wanted a bigger chest. No matches are made in this round. The hypothetical question about their friends proves more successful. Donald correctly identifies Greg as the friend Connie would name. Tyler matches with Kaiser. Dale matches with Michael. Brian matches with Gary. The points are adding up quickly. Before the final question, the announcer, John Kramer, describes the grand prize, a luxurious trip to a beautiful hotel in Mexico, flying on Mexicana Airlines. The excitement in the room is palpable as the final 25-point bonus question begins. Bobby asks the men about their sandwich preferences. Donald chooses more jelly, which matches Connie and moves them into the lead. Tyler chooses more peanut butter, matching Amy and taking over the lead. Brian chooses more jelly, but since Kathy said more peanut butter, they miss the points. Finally, Dale chooses more peanut butter. Since Juliana also said more peanut butter, they earn 50 points and become the grand prize winners. Bobby Eubanks congratulates the winners and thanks all the couples for being such good sports. As the show ends, the audience cheers for the love and laughter shared on stage. Until next time, he says, waving goodbye as the credits roll on another successful episode of the Newlywed Game.